And to tell that story, I'm very happy to introduce John McDonnell, the Chief Operating Officer of Petron. John.
Thank you, Vanessa. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you work with me here? I know it's a long day. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. I want to talk about two topics today. First topic is communication, and the second one is what price luxury. Let's talk about the more difficult topic first. That's communication, and I need help. How many of you have children that are high school, college age? Okay, perfect. I have two children. They both go to university. I have a boy 21 and a daughter 19. When they were going away to university, my wife said, I'm very uncomfortable about this. We need to keep communicating with them. So I said, okay, I'll do my part. So every once in a while, I'll take an article from the Financial Times, and I'll send it to the children. And my son, like clockwork, gets back to me. And do you know why? Because he views me as a revenue stream. So there's no question about that. Then there's my daughter. Her name's Erin. I send her articles. I send her, hi, how are you? How's school? What's going on? Nothing. So now I'm getting a little annoyed. I call her up. I said, honey, when Daddy sends you something, can you hit me back with a response? She goes, where are you sending these things to me? I said, to your AOL address. It's the same address your mother gave you the day you were born. She goes, AOL? She goes, I only use Facebook. So I'm thinking to myself, geez, Facebook, I'm afraid of that. I don't have a Facebook account. So I tell my wife the situation. Of course, my wife says, you will get a Facebook account. So, of course, like the doting husband, I get a Facebook account. I said, Erin, here's the deal. I've got a Facebook account now. When I send you something, please respond. She said, Daddy, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not accepting you as a friend. So if you can crack that code, I'd appreciate it. It's truly a pleasure to be here today, and I got a very unique topic to talk about. And you all have been in the business of luxury far longer than my company. And I'm invited here today to share the story of our brand. It's talking about a category that's low priced, far from any image of luxury, and how we've transformed those consumer perceptions into what tequila can be and how it can be priced. So this is a story of reinvention, going from low priced to luxury. Our answer to the question posed today, what price luxury, is that the price of success not only includes a relentless commitment to quality, but also the determination to maintain luxury pricing. Also, we must be vigilant against counterfeiting, which can destroy the quality image. And we must do everything with quality, not just producing the product, but even the way we manage environmental sustainability, taking the extra steps that discounted brands might not afford or care about. I'll offer some examples of all those aspects of the price of luxury from our point of view, and I hope you find our story of interest today. The hotel that we're in is the perfect place to tell it, not just because of the luxury setting, but because of Swiss history and what it has to offer. It's similar to Petron's reinvention and quality, examples that transform their marketplaces. This is the country where in 1875, Daniel Peter invented milk chocolate. Tell me that didn't change an entire marketplace. And in terms of commitment to quality, although so-called Swiss cheese is produced all over the world, the real Swiss cheese is made with extra quality standards, that from what cows eat to how many days they're allowed to graze in the fresh air. Well, my company is serious about quality too, and our story is one of quality and reinvention, and of how a product in what used to be seen as only a basic commodity went from low-priced to luxury. It has now become, in fact, one of the world's most valuable brands in the retail spirits business. How much of a transformation was that? Well, this is the image of tequila and what Vanessa was talking about. It was the first distilled drink of the North American continent, associated for hundreds of years with bandits and cowboys. 2 decades ago, the words that come to somebody's mind when they said tequila were cheap, strong, harsh, foul. You'd have to do whatever you could to consume it, salt, lime, anything, just to get it down. The main perception of tequila was, forget about the taste, just shoot it and close your eyes. That's a great image for a luxury brand, right? That was the old view of tequila, but Patron has risen far above it. Instead, we've successfully entered the ultra-premium white spirits category, a luxury market with profit and sales that only once would have been just a dream. It's now on average 15 Swiss francs for a Patron cocktail, at volumes that have risen far beyond any previous tequila. So our product is writing new rules. In the history of tequila, ours is a recent reinvention. We only started in 1989. One of our owners went to Mexico in a quest to reinvent tequila and make the best 100% blue agave ever produced. So let me tell you about tequila. Very simply, it's made from the heart of the agave plant, which is centuries old. We buy the finest agave plant in Jalisco State's highlands. The agave we reject, we sell to our competitors. Everything we do honors the tradition that producers have followed for centuries. We use ancient methods for crushing the plants into juice. We distill in small batches with only copper pot stills, which gives it a better flavor. We age the product in oak barrels. Every step that is performed in the making of Patron tequila is done by hand. 60 different hands touch each and every bottle of Patron. This steady approach to excellence means that our consumers can count on quality from us always. We found it pays off in acceptance and appreciation. What we're selling is more than a tequila. We're actually selling an ultra-premium white spirit with authentic natural flavor. And ultra-premium in our world means anything 30 to 35 euros and above. Brands like Bombay Sapphire and Ketel One Vodka. Generally speaking, people that consume these categories are either more affluent, better educated, and more successful, or they want to seem that way to themselves and to others. Someone might use the purchase of a 10-euro cocktail to say to themselves, hey, I might not be able to own a super expensive German car or that expensive flat on the Thames, but because I ordered this drink, I feel as though I could. Looking at me and what I'm sipping, you might believe I can afford that car or flat. It's all about self-image. We found there's a close relationship between a brand and the drinker's self-image. The consumer who chooses an ultra-premium white spirit is saying to the world, I have taste, I have a palate, I am sophisticated. Our determination to offer only a quality product, proving that tequila can be a sophisticated ultra-premium product, has won fans around the world. We've gone from selling the brand only in the United States and 2 small Caribbean islands to more than 125 countries, with even more on the horizon. We produce in Mexico, of course, but our headquarters is right here in Switzerland in Schaffhausen. In addition to manufacturing the #1 ultra-premium tequila in the world, we offer 9 other premium beverages, inclusive of vodka and rum. And according to MarketWatch, we have become one of the top 100 spirits in retail value. Patron has jumped from 96th 4 years ago to number 19th in the world. But don't let that fool you. Just because we've grown, we've not been led down the path of mass production like our competitors. Every aspect of how we turn the best agave hearts into the highest quality remains the same. Every bottle of Patron tequila that you purchase anywhere in the world is made with the same respect for the historic ways of creating it, one small batch at a time. Here you see a picture of our master distiller, Francisco Alcaraz. He personally tastes every small batch before it's bottled. Now let's turn our attention to our marketing approach. In marketing our brand and the products it represents, now and in the future, we've developed 7 imperatives that we work to uphold in everything we do. These are the laws we've established for ourselves, wherever Patron is sold, anywhere on earth, as a truly global brand. First is the exceptional product credentials, superior ingredients, expert craftsmanship in manufacturing, and proven quality. That is why I took you through our process for making Patron, so that you know we actually practice what we preach. Next is to create or project an aspirational world. Depending on the brand, this could be a legend, a story, or even a myth related to the brand. In our case, it's a true story that we set out to create the finest tequila the world has ever seen, and we stay committed to that aspiration. The next rule in our luxury law book is the importance of selective distribution. You know the old saying, you're judged by the friends you keep. I know it's true when it comes to the environment in which consumers experience a luxury product. That's why Patron's extremely careful about the distributors we work with in any market we enter, and about the quality venues where Patron is found, like here at the Beau Rivage. But here's a question for you, and it came up in other panels. After we go through the trouble to secure the right environments for our products, places where you not only expect quality, but you expect to pay for quality, what would it do for our luxury image if you saw Patron pricing like this? Not much, I'd say. Which is why for us it's as sacred as law that we maintain our premium price position. We stay away from low price regardless of the short-term temptations. Our fourth imperative is a commitment to premium packaging and always supports our pricing. There are 3 more imperatives which we believe for a luxury brand. Immaculate retail presentation on the shelf, back bar, and displays. Then there's the power of influencer marketing, deserving and securing the endorsement of respected opinion leaders. Lastly, high-quality communication in all our marketing and promotions. I'll cite as an example an event from Christmas in London last year. Our partner happened to be Harvey Nichols, who we just heard from Joseph Wan, their CEO. The event was the Patron Silver Bauble Bar on the menswear floor for 8 prime days in December. As you can see from these photos, when we said baubles, we certainly meant it. Never in the store's history had anyone done something like this. What we did was we sampled a rotating menu of Patron cocktails so everybody could experience the versatility of Patron tequila. We held mixology sessions for members of the Patron Social Club, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. The media coverage was tremendous. Our event was featured in 74 media outlets, and we gained millions of impressions. We reach out to many kinds of consumers, affluent or aspiring. For us, especially given the sophistication of our target consumers anywhere, it's essential to remember that today's young people are global and very active online. Just think about this. Only a decade ago, only 360 million people used the internet. In the last 10 years, that number has quintupled to over 2 billion users, almost a third of the world's population. The internet is forcing all of us to reinvent. And what we have found is this: the more personally we can relate to the individual, the stronger the connection and the loyalty that results. Search ads on Google help us find interested consumers and help them find us. We invite these consumers to join the Patron Social Club, which I mentioned earlier. The club is our #1 approach to interactive marketing. It's a place where we can control the editorial environment and tailor the message to each user. Of course, as a regulated industry, we have to qualify anyone as an adult before they enter the club. This is the screen that first-time users find when they enter the Patron Social Club. In the last couple of years, we've grown to 170,000 members, and we continue to steadily grow. Our membership profile is what you would expect: 21 to 44, male, well-educated, above average income, and an interest in quality. Much of our content is created for us by the same outlets online where we advertise and acquire members. Here's some examples from the website of one of our UK partners, Thrillist. Their online readers tend to be affluent and male, the perfect Patron Spirits customer. Thrillist gives its readers tips on whatever is new and of interest, from upscale dining to fish and chips, luxury cars, and so on. They also help us acquire new members. All members of the social club give us information about their favorite pursuits, from auto racing to gourmet tastings. Once we know what a member cares about, then we can offer them unique opportunities that they cannot find anywhere. As we engage our consumer in upscale enhancements to their lifestyle and interests, another price we need to pay in protecting our luxury brand is to be vigilant against counterfeits everywhere. I will never forget my first experience with counterfeit. I was country manager for Seagram Liquor Company in Taiwan. 2 o'clock in the morning, my phone rings. It's the police department. They arrested a bunch of gentlemen that were taking empty Chivas Regal bottles and refilling them with colored water and then resealing them and selling them on the open market. We do not want that to happen to Patron, so we need to take a proactive approach. These are Guala fitments. Guala is the company that makes them. They are specifically designed to seal products with protection. How can we protect our superior tequila from being replaced with counterfeit products? With a special Guala seal. And we are using these in all third world countries and in some countries in Asia. In our view, the price of luxury and the extra cost of the fitment is well worth it. Not only does it not allow removal by anyone who wants to replace our tequila with inferior counterfeit product, the seal is so impervious they couldn't even inject counterfeit liquid through it. We've built a global brand, and we must protect it globally. Earlier, I mentioned environmental sustainability as the price of luxury. The way we see it in the 21st century, we can't offer a luxury product, not a true luxury product, unless we reflect quality in everything we do, which includes environmental responsibility. Our commitment is company-wide into every aspect. For example, manufacturing, bottling, and packaging. And I'll show you what I mean. This is a picture of the Hacienda del Patron, a distillery in the hills of Jalisco, Mexico, where we work hard to limit the environmental impact of our production. The fact is this: the waste generated from just one bottle of tequila is enormous. For every gallon of tequila made, there are 18 gallons of waste created. That's pretty much the way it's always been. There have been many ways to dispose of this liquid, from sewage treatment to releasing it into the ground. But Patron has a different approach. We've installed the first remote osmosis plant in the history of Tequila, Mexico. Last year, we treated 90 million liters of stillage. As a result, we recovered over 10 million gallons of water, which we gave to the farmers to irrigate the fields. We've also developed ways to recycle fibrous waste from the processing of agave plants. Last year, we generated 5,500 tons of compost, and we gave it back to the farmers. They use it for fertilizing the fields. But you ask about the bottles. As I mentioned before, they're all made by hand. The Jalisco factory last year filled over 8 million bottles of Patron. And I'm happy to say every single bottle of Patron is made from recycled glass. In fact, we've become the largest consumer of recycled glass in Mexico. The environment is not a luxury, but doing things to protect it is the part of the business of luxury. We know the turf we play on, not as an old-style tequila, but as an ultra-premium white spirit, and we tend to stay true to what the word ultra-premium means. I find it genuinely exciting to be a part of the business of luxury. I hope you found our story interesting. I know that for me it's been a valuable lesson to learn from the presentations presented here this morning. And I ask all of you, please join us at the after party tonight and approach me and tell me your favorite tequila story. Thank you very much for your time and attention.